In this video, we're going to be talking about the Troxus Explorer Plus Step-Thru e-bike. Now, the e-bike market has just totally exploded over the last few years, and everybody seems to be getting into it. So my wife and I were like, hey, you know what? We got a trip coming up to the Hatfield-McCoy Trail System, and we are going to check out the Tornado Trail. It's a single track trail, and it's supposed to be for dirt bikes and e-bikes. I'll tell you about that a little bit later. Let's get into this Troxus e-bike and what our thoughts are. And first of all, whenever I was looking at the e-bikes, it was overwhelming. There's a lot of different options out there, a lot of different price ranges. You can go anywhere from basically $2,000 to $10,000 plus on these things, depending on what you want to get into and what you want to use it for. And for us, we just wanted something that we could use around our property and ride down the road. Basically, a Class 3 e-bike was what we were looking for. And we didn't need anything super high tech or fancy, just a really cool fat tire e-bike to get the job done. And the Troxus Explorer Plus Step-Thru was the one that we landed on. And my wife and I have had these bikes now for probably 5 or 6 months. We had them over the summer. We did some riding around our house and on the road. And we got into this routine where we were riding every day. We'd go out and check out the countryside and the wildlife. And it was just really fun and just good exercise for us. So if you're on the market for an e-bike and you're thinking maybe this Troxus Step-Thru is something for you, I'll go ahead and cover all the stats on it and tell you what this thing can do, can't do, what it's made for, and the numbers on it, because the numbers really break down to how you're going to use it. My wife and I have put over 300 miles on our bikes. I got a black one, she got a red one. So when you look at one of these bikes, you look to see how fast can they go. Is it pedal assist? Is it thumb assist? Our bikes will go up to 28 miles an hour. They'll go up to 90 miles on one charge. I didn't realize this, but the difference between, like, say, a hub motor and a crank motor, some of the e-bikes, they don't have like a thumb assist. Like, you can give it gas and go. Some bikes just don't have that. Just when you're pedaling, you get assist. When you're not pedaling, you don't get any assist. It also has a switchable torque and cadence sensor mode. As soon as you start to pedal, it takes off. Or if you want to do like a half a rotation on the pedal on the crank and then it engages. The motor is a Bafang 48 volt 750 watt hub drive motor, and that is something that I didn't really know a lot about whenever I was looking at these, as far as like a hub drive or a crank drive, where the pedals are. Two totally different bikes, and I didn't even realize that some of the bikes don't have like a thumb assist. This bike does have thumb assist, so it's kind of like an electric motorcycle. When you don't feel like pedaling, you just give it gas and go. Especially going up steep hills, and you can go anywhere from 1 to 5, and 1 is minimal, and 5 is if you're going up the steepest hill you can think of. You're on 5 and you're in full thumb throttle mode and you're pedaling. And the nice thing about this is it's an 8-speed Shimano system, so you can actually change your gearing to adjust for how you want to pedal, whether you want to pedal a lot or you just want to pedal a little bit. It has a full color display, Bluetooth and multifunction remote, and USB charging. It's got a headlight, tail light, turn signals, hazard lights. And whenever we were looking at a bike as far as the frame on it, you know, we didn't really want anything super heavy. This bike has a 6061 T6 aluminum Step-Thru frame. It has a 48 volt battery, and in your front fork suspension, you've got 90 millimeters of travel. It's a fat tire setup with a Kenda 26x4. And then as far as the brakes, it's a Tektro hydraulic with brake sensors. And the one thing that my wife didn't realize whenever we were doing our ride at the Hatfield-McCoy Trail and the Tornado Trail System is if you even press that brake a little bit, your thumb throttle, it doesn't work, your assist. It won't operate the motor if you have the brake on a little bit. Just a safety design to keep you from burning up your brakes or burning up the motor. So when she was trying to go up steep hills, she was kind of, you know, it's a catch-22. You're holding the brake to keep the bike from rolling back, but then you also want to give it the thumb assist to go up the hill. So you have to let go of the brake and then give it the thumb assist in order to get it to go up the hill. So if you're holding the brake, the thumb assist does not work. You will not get any juice. And one of the cool things about this bike is it has an alloy quick release seat post clamp, and all you have to do is release it, move the seat where you want it, and then pop it back in. It's nice whenever you have different riders, different sizes. It doesn't take a long time to move the seat up or down to adjust for your riding style. It goes up to 20 miles an hour on the throttle and 28 miles an hour on pedal assist. And I'm here to tell you that is fast. And I know some people don't wear helmets when they ride the bike, but I'm gonna highly recommend that you wear a helmet. When we were on our one trail ride, my wife went down pretty hard. guard, and fortunately she had a full face motocross helmet on when we were riding a tornado trail, and it saved her face. So I'm going to tell you, 28 miles an hour on an e-bike is cruising. And as far as the range, that's one thing that we were really looking at when we were doing some e-bike shopping, is how far can they go? And this bike here will go up to 90 miles per charge, which is really nice because we might do a 20-30 mile ride and it barely uses any battery. So now there's a couple things that you get into as far as how much can the bike carry, like load capacity. And this bike can do a maximum of 400 pounds. Now we're talking about the weight. This is one thing that a lot of people are worried about if they have to lift them or if they move them anywhere. This bike comes in at 83.8 pounds. And then your rack is on the rear of the bike, and it's an alloy semi-integrated into the frame, and it can haul up to 100 pounds. And this bike does have a kickstand. I've seen some e-bikes that don't have kickstand. A couple things we added to it was we put the rear bags on the back, and we put a bottle holder and a mirror. So we did customize ours to our riding style. And then a question I had when I was ordering an e-bike was, how am I going to get it? And believe it or not, this thing comes in a box, and FedEx brought ours. And then the next thing is assembly. Sometimes you see some assembly required, and if you're not very mechanically inclined, it can be a little intimidating. The assembly on this bike is not bad at all. As a matter of fact, Troxus has a really good detailed assembly video on their website. I'll put a link to that below in the description. We have been extremely happy with the bike, and the only time I can say we ever had difficulty with this bike is when we were somewhere riding that we shouldn't have been. We were at the Hatfield-McCoy Trail on the Tornado Trail system. This is a GNCC motocross trail, and they are working on integrating e-bikes into this trail system. There is no way that we had any business being on this trail with our Troxus Explorer Plus Step-Thru, because this bike is not designed for that, and neither am I, and neither was my wife. Be honest, we got our ass kicked on that trail. You know, my wife went down hard one time. Fortunately, she had a full face helmet on, and it saved her. So if you're going to ride one of these bikes, I would highly recommend wearing a helmet, because they will cook. You'll do 28 miles an hour easy on this thing, and if you're going downhill, you can really get to moving. But overall, this bike has done everything that we've expected out of it, and it's been really fun. It's been good for us to get out there and ride together, just get some exercise, because you know, it's like at the end of the day, you're done working, you're a little bit stressed out. So for us, it was a no-brainer. The Troxus Explorer Plus Step-Thru bike is a really, really good bike. We're happy with it, very well built. And I think this is a bike that would be perfect if you were doing city, even road riding, maybe some light trail riding. I would not try and do anything heavy mountain bike or motocross trail riding. That's not what this bike is designed for. I think you'd be happy with the performance of this bike, and it's definitely outperformed our expectations, because we really didn't know just how much quality and how good the e-bike would be for $2,000. So it's a great bike for the money. The price point is right. And I'll put some links below for the assembly on the bike from Troxus, and also a link that where if you do purchase one, we get a little kickback. Helps our channel. We would appreciate it. And if you do get one of these bikes, feel free to jump in the comments and let me know what you think. Or if you have one, maybe not even this exact model of Troxus, jump in there and let us know what you think and what your experience is, so that way we all know and we can all share the information together.